All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the last day of the Mastermind Cycle online conference. It's great to have all of you, and as usual, it is great to be here. So we'll wait for a few more people to join us while we take some more testimonials from the Mastermind Circle.
Hi everyone, my name is Josh Domingo and I'm a partner in the Mastermind Circle. The Mastermind Circle has helped me a lot this year. It has helped me to hone my skills and it has also helped me to participate in many things I didn't think I would be able to do before. Thank you.
All right, so that was Josh. He's one of our senior partners at the Mastermind Circle. All right, so we're still not having people. If a few more minutes pass, we will just have to start the meeting. We'll have to start like that. All right, so could you give me a minute? Let me get the YouTube link for those of us who will be joining on YouTube, and for those of you who want to invite your friends or someone that you know that needs to be in this meeting. The YouTube link is in the chat room. You can invite anyone that you think needs to be in this session, anyone who you think needs to be impacted by this session. You can invite them. The more the merrier, and we're still waiting for more people to join us. We're just 13. More people still need to join us before we can begin.
Mastermind is a class that teaches me to be disciplined and to excellence, and it teaches me to write my report daily. Thank you, Ms. Beth and Kamsi, for imparting all of us. God bless you. Amen.
All right, so that's one of our junior partners. We're still not very many, but I think we're just going to have to start like that. All right, so we're just 16 right now, but I think we're just going to have to start like that. So welcome again, everyone, to the Masterminds, to day 3, the first session of the Mastermind online conference. So I think I'll just share our speaker. We'll share our speaker's profile now before we can come in. All right, that's good. Zuriel, aka I Am an Amazing Girl, is a kid author, inspirational speaker, and influencer. Born on the 22nd of October 2011, Zuriel champions the cause of impact by pursuing her writing career as a young girl while inspiring her peers and the world at large. The Diary of an Amazing Kid is her first book. Zuriel is an award-winning author named as the youngest author of the year by Africa's leading writing community, Bewa Africa. As a rising star, she has been part of the Transformers Mentoring Hub Bootcamp, Kidpreneur Africa Masterclass, and other educative communities. Between the 1st and 7th of April 2023, Zuriel was named among 50 most inspiring authors in Nigeria, thanks to Business Day, Vanguard, Daily Focus, and This Day Bios papers. She lives with her family in Lagos, Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Zuriel Omo-Oikeh. All right, so I'll just unmute our speaker now. Mom, you're not connected to audio yet. That's why. Can everyone hear me, please? Because my mom is saying that I'm muted.
All right, good morning, everyone. I see you, Zuriel. How are you doing, darling?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's good to see you. Hi, everyone. It's the last day of the conference. Who is excited? Have you been learning? What's going on? Why do we have 22 people here? We're supposed to be 100. Yeah? Why are we not 100 already? Do you have a friend that needs to be here right now? You have a friend that hasn't joined the conference from the beginning, that was here yesterday and is not here yet? You have someone you need to invite. You better start inviting them straight up. Kamsi, do we have a YouTube link? All right, so Kamsi just share the YouTube link. Zuriel, just a minute before you should, because I know you have so much to share with us. All right, so we'll share that you can tell your mommy or daddy to help you share it with your friends, your cousins, and everyone that needs to learn. There is something about being there when it's happening so that you can ask your questions, so that you can see the confidence that the young lady is about to exude right now. As you're watching Zuriel do this, you're able to draw strength from her, you're able to get inspiration from her. And so that's why it's important that you are in the meeting, right? So invite your cousins, your friends, and your neighbors, right? And your classmates, invite all of them to come and be a part of this amazing experience. Zuriel has nice stories to say to us. She has stories about how you have failure and you get up from your failure and you move and you keep moving and all of that. So I need you to be right here listening to all this wisdom. All right, so I think I have a link. I'm going to share that. So Zuriel, you're welcome. I'm excited. We are excited to have you here. Welcome. So let's allow you to take the stage. All right then.
Thank you, Kamsi Chima, for having me. I really appreciate it. Thanks to Kamsi's parents, Coach Mary Brett, for helping him start shining his light early. I really appreciate the speakers who went before me. I was really impacted by their sessions. Thanks to the audience for making our time to be at this transforming event. So, I am Zuriel Omo-Oikeh, an 11-year-old award-winning author, speaker, and kid influencer, and I'll be speaking on the topic habits of masterminds. So I'm going to share my screen now.
Kamsi, do you have Zuriel's Zuriel, are you sharing from your end or Kamsi sharing here?
Yeah, Kamsi sharing there.
All right, Kamsi, are you ready?
Yes, please. Let me share the screen now.
Okay, so what are habits? Habits are people's usual way of doing things, their lifestyle, pattern of living life, what people do at ease without struggle. There are two types of habits, positive and negative habits. Example of a negative habit, someone can be an habitual latecomer. That is, the person never gets to anywhere early, whether it is school, church, party, basically anywhere. So that is the bad. An example of a positive habit, someone can have the habit of reading, so that is a good habit. Who is a mastermind? A mastermind is person who supplies creative intelligence for a project. So you can safely say and his team are masterminds. A mastermind is a genius. A mastermind is a leader, and a mastermind is intelligent. A mastermind is a pioneer. Masterminds have habits, and some of those habits I have shared in my book, The Amazing Kid. Anybody can adopt those habits. Any child can apply those habits. We are receiving massive feedback from those who bought the book. 8 years old Ario said, when I looked at the title, I thought it was a story, but it was more than just a story. I love to author my own book one day. Every child must have this book because it is very informative and transforming. MC Abby, Kid Station School Lekki bought copies of this book and reviewed it class by class. So I hope you enjoy this session. Masterminds are readers. Okay, I need to go to the next slide.
Whoever is drawing on the screen, please, could you stop?
Okay, masterminds are readers.
Sorry, please continue.
Okay, masterminds are readers. So for me, I've been reading since like I was very young. So reading is very easy for me. And if you want to start your reading journey.
Sorry, please, Zuriel. Whoever is drawing on the screen, please, could you stop and could you take that off? It's distracting, please. Everything, please. Sorry, Zuriel, please continue. Yes.
Okay, so reading exercises help with pronunciation. So to start your reading journey, read anything that is not schoolwork, alongside the fact that schoolwork is good, but to start reading and enjoy reading, you have to read beyond schoolwork, and you can read for at least 30 minutes a day. 2, masterminds know how to manage their time. Okay. Know how to manage their time. Emma. Oh God. Okay, so they do the things that are most important before you start doing the other ones. So, and when your parents try to get you to do those things, don't think they are stressing you up. Because there was this day when I usually think that when my mom wakes me up for school, she was disturbing me. So on this particular fateful day, she didn't wake me up, and I woke up like around 9, and I was like, the day is bright. Was there a sudden public holiday, or am I dreaming or something? And then my mom was just there saying all of this grammar that somebody does not want to hear at the moment. But I happen to get the fact that don't think they're stressing you up when they're getting the things to do the things that are most important first. Masterminds handle failure with positivity. So the first system where I had the manuscript of my book crashed, and I saw my hard work fade to nothing. And of course, I was like, I'm over this. So, but my parents kept encouraging me and my parents kept encouraging me and guiding me. Also, parents play a huge role in helping you back on your feet. And if you don't do this thing, in your process of getting back on your feet, think about if you don't do this thing, how it will endanger the world from something good. Do that, and of course, seek help. Number 4, mastermind set and smash their goals. Some goals you set that come, how to set a goal. Get a journal or a notepad. You can write down all your goals and read them to yourself daily. Once you read them to yourself, you read them to yourself, it begins to sink in, and you find yourself tilting towards the path that you find yourself doing the path that will get the goal to pass. And you get picture versions of your goal. That is called a vision board. Number 5. My slides. Next slide. Okay. Masterminds honor God. Read your Bible for at least 30 minutes a day, and of course, pray daily. You learn to pray by praying. Get a journal. So anytime you have a fellowship with God, write down your lessons. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Zuriel. That was great. That was very straight to the point, and it was very straight to the point. It was very explanatory. Thank you for that. So, please, if you have any questions or you have anything that you really learned from this session, please drop it in the chat.
All right, Zuriel, well done. Well done. That was, as Kamsi said, that was really straightforward and, straight to the point. When you were talking, you mentioned something about your manuscript and all of that. Maybe you should tell us that story, Zuriel. We like stories around here. Okay, maybe you should tell us that story, what happened, and then how you bounced back from that incident in your life, so that someone here might just learn, someone here might have something, that is a setback and they don't know how to bounce back, and your story might just...
Sorry, please, I didn't get which story you said I should tell.
You were talking about your manuscript when you lost everything. And
okay. Okay, so so the manuscript on my laptop, first, when you are trying to make corrections on the laptop, it will just automatically delete. So first we said maybe we will not just touch anything on the laptop, we'll just proofread it. But then when we stopped seeing the files, then my mom told my dad to get it to a computer engineer who helped to fix it. But then this day he just came back and he said all the files were lost. And I was like, all the files, but you can still use the laptop. But my mom was like, you want her to now be remembering the fact that this thing happened, like keeping the laptop with her. And then for the next 3 months, I didn't even want to have anything to do with it, because I remember sometimes I'll cry because I put my heart into doing this thing and then it's just gone. But then mom will always encourage me and get me back on my feet. So yes, so he helped. And then we now found ourselves, then she now got me a coach that will help me. And then we now got it back, and the coach generously agreed to edit the book for me for free. So
all right, so you can just imagine now, because I write books also, so I can imagine, for all of you here who have written books, we have some of the mastermind partners. So Zuriel, by the way, Kamsi has a program that he runs that is called the Mastermind Circle. So it's a collection of masterminds, like all the children, in the group and all of that. So as you're talking about this, we're really excited, because all of these values and all of these habits of masterminds are the things that we practice in the circle. So because I write, but we have a few of the children in the circle that have written books. Kamsi Akajuba is here. Kamsi has written a book that is on Amazon right now. Amazing book on building spirituality. You guys should go check it out. Okay. And then we have other kids who are writing. I know Josh is writing, is in that phase where he's just writing. One day he will be thinking of publishing and all of that. Kamsi Chima has written a book also. He wrote a book when he was graduating from year 6. Baby Steps to Purpose and all of that. So Diary of a Child on a Mission. Yes. So basically, those of us who have written understand what you're talking about, how you have poured your heart into a book. And then after pouring your heart into a book, you're thinking, for creatives like us, as you're writing, you are flowing, the inspiration comes, and as you're writing, you're just dropping it there. And sometimes after writing a thing, if they tell you, say it again, you won't get it. You won't get it the same way you got it the last time. Like, that thing I said. Yeah, sometimes Kansi and I are having a conversation, we're discussing something, and then I give him an idea, or he puts out an idea, and he's like, okay. And I'm like, okay, let's restructure it this way. And I'm like, how about you say it this way? And then he's like, oh, okay. And then after a few minutes, he's like, Mama, what did you say? Yes, I don't know what I said again. Like, he's in the moment. And, and that's why, was it Einstein that says the shortest pencil is better than the most, what's that quote? Capsi is Mr. Quote. Is that the shortest pencil is better than the
sharpest mind.
Than the sharpest mind, right? So that's why as young people, we must learn to pen down whatever it is. As creatives, we must have that little jotter all around us that at any time an idea comes, just pull it out and write what you have to write there immediately. It is what it is, So I can imagine what you went through after putting your heart into your book and all of that, and then all of a sudden you had to, someone just wakes up and tells you everything is gone. No, I will cry. I will really cry. So I can imagine, what you have to go through, or what you had to go through at that time. And so, boys and girls, what Zuriel is saying to you is there are times that you would do something, you pour your heart into something, and something wrong might happen. When it happens, what do you do? Do you get miserable? Do you throw in the towel? Do you refuse? She said for 3 months, she couldn't even do any other thing. And I can relate. I can just relate to it. But that's when we need people who would encourage us. That's when we need the right kind of friends. So imagine that your friend has gone through something like that. Just imagine that your friend is Zuriel right now, and something like this happens to you. So it means she can say to you, it's okay. I've been there, and I understand what you're going through right now, but everything is going to be okay. Just take a break. Right? Take a break. Mojola said that yesterday. Sometimes, in all of these things you're doing, in chasing the things that you love, okay, at some point you must learn to take a break. If you don't take a break, you will become overwhelmed, isn't it? Yeah, if you don't take a break, you become overwhelmed. So yes, she took a break, and then the support of parents came in. And this is where it's very important that we have parents who align with us. So when you have a dream, when you have something that you love or something that you enjoy doing as children, please always bring your parents into it. Talk to your parents about it and let your parents align with you. When your parents are aligned with you, you now have a team. Having a team is very important. It's called a support system. So when you have a support system like that, what happens is they are there to help make your journey easy. So her mom, or easier, her mom had to get her a coach. Her parents had to get her a coach. So that is the place of mentorship, the place of, people who are there to make your efforts count even more. And these people are very important in our lives. Okay. Gabriel said he wrote a book. Okay, Gabriel, we'll have to talk about that. Yes. Okay. These people are really very important. So Kamsi is going to go ahead and read from the comments, and then if we have questions for you to answer. So thank you very much, Zuriel. So let's see the questions and answer them. By the way, we've had the Mastermind partners doing a lot of the things that we have here today. Yesterday, Daniel did a voice note for one of the speakers, the voiceover for one of the speakers. I think Kamsi did the voiceover for today. Everyone who has been doing one thing or the other for this conference to work smoothly, we celebrate you. We celebrate all the masterminds in the house. We celebrate you. We celebrate every participant right here. We look forward to having more of you in the circle. All right, Kamsi, what questions do we have?
All right, I'm reading through the comments. Someone asked what the name of your book is, Zuriel. And
You'll need to mute.
Okay, so the name of my book is The Diary of an Amazing Kid.
Wow.
Diary of an Amazing Kid.
Let me add something here again, okay, before you continue, Kamsi. Zuriel, well done. I noticed how Zuriel came in, and Zuriel made reference to her book straight up. And this still brings us to what Mojola was saying yesterday. When you have, boys and girls, I need you to listen to me. You're catching this replay of this conference, listen to me again. I am very big on children discovering their potential and knowing that they are worth something. Mojola said it yesterday, if you have a skill and after a while that skill does not recognize your worth, drop that skill and do a skill that you can grow in and you can create solutions and you can be, your worth will increase. And when your worth increase, it means that people will pay for your worth. There is nothing wrong with making money as children. There is nothing wrong with putting out value that people are willing to pay for. Sometimes a lot of us, the only thing we know how about money, or the only thing we know money is about, is how to beg your parents for money. I want iPhone this, iPhone that. I want, give me, buy me pizza. Everything you're begging everybody to buy you, give me, buy you. So everything you're thinking about when you think about money is which uncle to smile at so that the uncle will dash you money. Every time you think of money is, oh, how this person is a politician and their father is a politician and they have money. Every time you're thinking of money, my daddy has money, my mommy has money, my uncle has money. So it is all people's money that you're talking about. Okay? That's the only way you see money. So when you watch TV and you see David dancing and 20 money, I don't know those songs. Some of you know those songs, right? So you see those songs and then you see celebrities throwing money around in your head. Oh, money, this is how to get money. These people are giving value, I hope you know, at their level. They are giving value to their audience, the people who want to listen to the thing that they have, the people who want to be entertained by the kind of message that they are delivering. And so, because they are giving these people value, these people are paying for the worth of their value. But some of us do not even want to think of what problem we will solve, how we will give that value. We just want to, I want to have money, I want to have money. And so when you see people who come around and throw money around without explanations, or where you don't know where the money is coming from, you just want to be friends with them. Oh, my friend, my classmates, his father has a lot of money, you just want to be friends. It's not his money, it's his father's money, isn't it? So yes, as young children, there is nothing wrong with you focusing on the solutions or the problems that you can solve, the solutions that you can create. When you solve these problems, when you create the solutions, your worth is going to increase. People are going to value the work that you do. And when you increase in your value and in your worth, people will pay for it. They will pay for it in cash. They will pay for it in influence. They will pay for it from a place of, they allow you to influence them. They listen to you. They hold you in high esteem. They will bless you. Some people just wake up and they bless you in their home. And that blessing that they bless you is enough for doors to open for you. All of these things are different ways that you are rewarded for the value that you give. So Zuriel, I like the way you came in straight and you were not afraid to flaunt the value of your work. So she referred you straight to her book. I have a book. It's got so much that you can learn from. Go and buy. Zuriel, please put it right here how we can get your book. Let us know how we can get your book. And because the book is lovely, I love to write books. Beautiful. Beatrix, please write books, because everybody has got a story inside to share. There is a story inside of you, and only you can tell that story in the best way possible. So go ahead and tell your story. Don't just watch Peppa Pig and watch all the things that you watch. Those are people telling you stories. So create your own stories and write your own stories. When you do that, because if you enjoy it, then you want to take it to the next level, your parents are going to get people that can support you Okay, they get people that can support you so that you can build a skill around it, and then you can write a book like Zuriel. So Zuriel, well done. Sell your book everywhere you find yourself. Talk about your book everywhere you go. When you are gisting with your friends, by the time you finish the first level and the second level of the gist, bring your book. It is your work, yes. When you go for a gathering, oh, hi, my name is Zuriel. It's nice to talk to you all and all of that. I would like to let you know that I have a book that would inspire you. I have a book that will bless you. Check it out on Amazon. Check it out here. Okay, as I was saying, then you can continue what you were talking about before. Okay? Sell your book everywhere you go. It is your work. You know, people who have things that do not have value do not even have a problem with selling it. Then some of us who have things that are valuable, then we're afraid. You're afraid to sell it. We they say, I like money too much. You like money, you like wealth too much, and it's okay. Okay? It's okay. God said we should be wealthy. It's okay. Provided you are creating wealth from the value that you give. All right, Kamsi, let's see. We still have about 15 minutes.
All right then, so I'll read through the comments.
You can read it out, Kamsi. What with you? Just read some of them out that are worthy of notes.
All right, so I'm starting from the latest one. So someone said, I've written a book before on my phone. If you have and then you haven't published it, then do that. Every book has value. Every book has value that you need to give out. So make sure if you have value to give out, then you have nothing else to do but to give out that value the best way that you can.
Kamsi, that's what the person said, or that's you advising the person?
That's me advising the person, and he said that I have written a book on my phone before.
Now let's do your answer.
All right, sorry about that.
So what Kamsi said is very true. So just go and get yourself go and publish it. Go and publish it. And also part of what makes a book professional is to get a professional editor so that they don't do rubbish with the book.
Very, very key.
Well said, Zuriel.
And you know something, boys and girls, okay, when we say publish your book, sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean that you will have hard copies of those books yet. We have so many platforms that allow you to express yourself and allow you to put your work out there to be appreciated by people. You have platforms like Amazon, Okada Books, and other platforms. Research them. So you can have an editor edit your book, have someone format and do all of that. Now the book is pretty and the book is ready. Share the book, okay, at the point where you have your manuscripts, share it with your parents and the trusted adults or trusted people in your life. If you have a friend, just as Mujola said yesterday, if you have a if you have a hobby that you love, look for a friend who enjoys the same kind of habits. So meaning the person is someone who probably likes and enjoys reading books also. So you can share it with the person. Your manuscript, you can share it, or you can read through your manuscript together so that the person can give you feedback. Oh, it sounds nice. You know, I write children books, and when I finished writing, I actually hand the manuscript to Kamsi and his sister because they give me feedback. They are children. I'm not a child. So the feedback that they give me tells me how the average child will accept the book or how the average child will enjoy the book. So do that with your friend also. Let your friend read through and say to you, oh, the story is nice. The story sounds good. Oh, this. So do that. Then share it with other trusted adults in your life, perhaps your teacher, okay? And that's where the coach, if you have a coach or a mentor, that's where it comes in also. They will give you, I'll be talking to your parents about this in the session later today. And so your coach or your mentor will give you a very, very objective view. Sometimes our parents just want to be really nice to us. They want to encourage us. And so our parents will just, oh, it's beautiful. No, but our mentors and our coach will be very, very objective with us. And they will say to you this. time you get all this 1, 2, 3 views about the book, and you don't want to go back and correct what you know, you don't want to go back and
coach.
when you're ready to publish to an editor, professional editor,
And then
your
maybe
editor
mention that if you use good to
correct, there's someone who knows
it's
about
exactly the first time I made my own 100,000.
and then of course you format it and you can upload it on Amazon, upload it on any of these platforms, research them, there are a lot of them. So upload it there, and what do? Then we begin to market it for you, we begin to promote it for you, we begin to talk about it with you and for you. That's what we do in the Mastermind. We'll help you talk about your thing, let people hear about it, because if you create anything you create that you do not market, nobody is going to see it. And you know how the scripture says you cannot light up a candle and put it under your bed. You can't do that. You are a light, you were meant to shine. So if you have any skill or you have something that you are good at, put it together in the right way, package it the right way, and let the world receive it. That's what you were created for. You are not created to just come and grow, go to school, have an education, get a good job, marry a husband or a wife, get cars, get children. Oh, we turn that well. No. If your success does not impact the world, if your success does not change the life of other people, if your success is not making a difference, if your success is not affecting lives, then you are not living the purpose for which God has created you. Because no, God couldn't have created us so that we can just come and eat up everything that he created us for by ourselves with our 2 children, and that's all. I don't think so. Okay, if it was so, then Jesus, I'm referring to the Bible, as a reference. Okay, if you're Muslim here, just enjoy the story and take the lesson from it. And I'm sure you have, what's your holy books teach you around this also. Okay, so yes, Jesus came and then he gave his life. He could have just stayed there and done great things for himself, his mother, his father, right, and his disciples, or just him and his friends. But no, he came to save all of us. So no, none of us was created to just have a good life for me and my husband. And I get married, and I have a good life, me and my children. No. Until what you're doing is changing the world, until it's impacting the world, until it is making a difference in a good way, then your purpose is not complete yet. So no, shine, okay? Shine whatever you have, make sure. So let them put it, package it, do it very well for you, and then put it out there, and then we can begin to make noise about it with you and for you. Let's make noise. Let's share it. Let's talk about it. Let's toot your horn. Let's encourage you. Let's hype you. It is all part of it. We will market it. All right? All right then.
Okay, so can I add something?
Yes, please.
Okay, so if you want to publish a book, you have to get a professional publisher, professional editor, and a coach who will guide you through writing the book. And hey, making your own money is sweet. If I was very excited the first time I had my own 100,000 naira when I went to the bank. And please buy my book.
All right, so let us know how we can get your book. Is it where we can find your book? Okay.
Okay, so the person that said they really want to know the name of my book is The Diary of an Amazing Kid. And how you can get it is okay, so I'll send the way you can get it to Coach Mary Beth, and then she can send it to anyone who wants to get the book.
Okay, so we'll send it in the group. I'm sure your parents are all in the group, so we'll share it in the group how you can get Zuriel's book. All right, thank you very much, Zuriel. Kamsi, any more questions?
I'm reading through the comments to see that.
Kamsi likes reading slowly, reading one by one. So let me be reading it out. He likes to read it inside. Someone said, I write books on devices, but instead I write it on blank notebooks. And I've been doing that for a while, and I have made a lot of books. Amazing. All right, so people have their different styles. Yes, I do that. My first book, I wrote it out. My first book I wrote it out fully in a book. So the entire book was written. That's the traditional way. That's the first way we did it. We was written, with hands before I started typing. Okay, so people are different. Some people will just go straight. In the past, how we used to see, you see pictures. If you watch old movies of writers, you see them with their typewriter, and then you see a lot of papers all around them, right? So it's usually the manuscript they write. They don't like it. They roll it and they dump it. They go to the next one and all of that. So it depends on what you are comfortable with. Okay, some people want to go right into their laptop and write. Some people even want to download some apps on their phones. Okay, that's what I do. So I download the app on my phone where I can write every day. You can even use Google. You can write from your Google Drive, right? You can write from your Google Doc. So that way, wherever you stop is right there. Whenever you come back, you can continue right from there, and it is saved, on the clouds. You can save it right there, and whenever you come, you can continue. Okay, you can actually even pace yourself, okay, the number of words that you want to write every day, and so you write that way. Okay, you have to be intentional about anything you decide to do, and this is if you love to read books and you like to tell stories, chances are you may just love to write. Okay, boys and girls. Okay, someone said, if I wrote a book and no one would read it, well, what should I, let me get that. If I wrote but no one would read it, what should I do, and how do I make other people to come and read it? This is Rome. You know something, if you write a book, at least you would have one person that will read it. Your mom will read it, right? Your dad will read it. And as I said earlier on, Zuriel, it's your show. Maybe you should answer that question. You want to answer it?
I think I need to unmute her.
Please, can I get the question again?
He said, what if I write a book? I'm just going to paraphrase. What if I write a book and no one is ready to read it? Okay. To make other people, how do I make other people read it, or something like that? What should I do, and how to make other people come and read it? Yes.
Please, I can't really hear you.
Okay. He said, what if I write a book and no one wants to read it? What do I do to make other people read it?
If you write a book and nobody wants to read it, that means you were forced to write it. Because if you really write from your heart, there's no way nobody will want to read it. And then again, some people may not be called to writing. So you just have to have the flow.
Yeah. So there's that part of you writing a book because you really want to write it. And then, just as I was saying before, right? If you write a book, because you can actually write a book in your house, and you finish writing your book in your house, who did you give your book to read? Mm-hmm. Who has seen your book to read? Who knows that you have written a book? Where is your book? It's every other talent and every other thing that we have, right? Every other skill, every other talent that you have. If you do not put it out there, and that's who said that yesterday. One of the speakers said it. It was, I think it was King. It was who said that now? So what did you say? It was no. Percy.
It was what?
Farrell, sorry. It was Farrell that said it yesterday. So Farrell that said it yesterday. He said that if you have, was it him? I can't remember who exactly said it. But what he was trying to say, what that speaker said was, if you have a talent, show it, right? If you have something, show it. If If you have something to give the world, then give it to the world. Show it. If you don't show it, nobody will know that you have it. So you're the first person that would have to sell yourself. So if you have written a book, as I was saying to Zuriel earlier on, when you are talking with your friends, as you are gisting, some of us sell other people every day and we don't know how to sell ourselves. We watch a football match and we come and we sell Messi and Ronaldo over and over again. People that have 1,000 people and 1,000 avenues to market themselves. Yet in our homes, we are marketing them with our friends. Oh, did you see Ronaldo? As you are saying and talking about all those things, you are marketing Ronaldo. So it is because of you that everybody has Ronaldo, Messi on their lips. Everybody knows about them because we don't stop talking about them. But we talk about these people and we don't talk about ourselves. So you need to learn to market yourself. Kamsi just said that. Yes, you need to learn to market yourself. Fares, thank you very much for providing that, Kim Fares. So you need to market yourself, okay? So while you are talking with your friends in the playground, some of us meet people, we go to parties, we meet our friends, we would gist about all the football matches, we would gist about the games. Oh, have you watched, do you have the new PlayStation? What do you call it? What are all those your things, fancy? Do you have the new FIFA? FIFA this, FIFA 18, FIFA 19, 20, 25. You're already talking about what FIFA has not published yet. Meanwhile, you have a book. You have never said a word about your book to anybody. You have never said a word about what you do to anybody. So this is it. If you don't learn to market yourself, nobody's going to market you. You need to trust yourself and you need to believe in what you have done first. If you don't believe in what you have done, nobody's going to believe it. So some of us are even shy. We're even afraid of the things that we have done. We're shy to talk about the things we have done because we don't sound woke when we talk about it. It's not cool. I wrote a book. For some of us, we think it's not cool. The only thing that is cool is that I made a video on TikTok. Have you seen my TikTok video? Have you seen that girl's TikTok? That's cool to us. A book is not cool. So you see how the world is twisted. And if you do not if we do not start changing the narrative as children who are doing proper things, the world in your generation is going to be even more twisted because people will think that this fluff, these things that are not important are the things that are important. And we make the things that are important seem as if they are not important. That's the reason you have in your classroom a child that is very focused and loves to read books, and you always start calling him a nerd, as if being an intelligent, smart, forward-thinking, focused person is wrong. So you call that person a nerd and you say it in a very insulting way as if there's anything wrong with being knowledgeable and intelligent. Yet there is that one that is not doing well at all, no boundaries anywhere. That one that is getting into trouble and everybody says, oh, it's cool. That one is cool. The other one is a nerd. So you see how we are, even as children, we are getting confused already. So yes, when you write a book, talk about your books with your friends, offer to give them talk about your books with your friends, offer to bring the manuscript, offer, ask your teacher, I just wrote a book. Would you allow me do a read and tell? Would you allow me do a read aloud in the class for everyone? Right? Your teacher gives you the opportunity to come with your manuscript and have that period where you read aloud to your friends. So your friends will listen to the story, and that's good feedback. If your friends like it, it means the world will like it. Okay, if your friends like it, it's feedback for you. It means, okay, other kids will like it. So your friends already know about it. And then you can begin to say to them, your school. When Kamsi wrote his first book, Kamsi sold 100 copies of his first book in his school. Yes, and he sold the book, and I was there. It was his graduation, on his graduation day. No, on his they had a series of events leading to the graduation, right? So the day they had, Kamsi, what was it? The valedictory? I don't know what they had. What did you have that day? There was something they had that day.
It was just an assembly. It was just an assembly, actually.
It was an assembly, like the end of year kind of assembly where they, they
more or less.
So they acknowledged anyway the kids that were graduating and all of that. His book was ready, and I was downstairs. I was downstairs with the book. Okay, so while he was in class, in the assembly and all of that, we had arranged his book nicely. We had taken permission from the school. We arranged his book nicely outside, for the parents as they are coming in and the children as they are coming in. As soon as Kamsi finished that session in the class. He came downstairs in the hall. He came downstairs and then he started walking from group to group with his book, and all of that. He sold 100 copies of his books in his school. So that is your family. Your school is your family. You start with your school. You start with home. You sell to your aunties. You sell to your uncles. You sell to your neighbors. Your first readers of your book should be your parents. So that's why I said nobody. It's not possible that nobody will read your book. At least your mom will read your book. Your dad will read your book. And then your cousins will read your book. And then your family members will read your book. Your classmates should read your book. Your school should read your book. And by the time you go that far, and then the next thing Kamsi did, we had a lunch. We had a book launch, right? Okay, we had a book launch, and then we invited friends and family members. You see, we invited friends, family members. His godfather was there, daddy's friends, my friends, his friends. We had some of it, the flyer on Facebook. You know, some people who were followers on Facebook and all that. And that's it. He made 500, 300 copies of his book. And I think we have less than 20 copies left of that book. All right. So you have to be out there. I can't even remember how many copies, 300 or 500 copies. And he's almost out totally. And he did this when he was in year 6, right? And now he's in year 8. All right. So that's about it. I hope that was helpful. Can't see any more questions. We have 6 minutes. Someone said, someone bought 50 copies of my book in church to share to people. You see? So that's Kamsi Akajuba, the other partner in the Mastermind Circle. So 50 copies of his books, someone bought in church. So that's it. Your church, I forgot that. Your church, your mosque, your place of worship, they should buy your book. The groups that you belong to, that's why, being in a place like the Mastermind is very important. The groups that you belong to, all of these places are avenues for you to sell your book and all of that. Okay? All right. So someone said, what does it take? Okay. And I'll come back to the Mastermind question. So Kamsi, any other question for Zuriel? Is Kamsi there?
Yeah, I am. I don't see questions.
Okay, I have made a lot of storybooks and I gave it to my classmates, my teachers and parents, friends and my neighbors and grandparents. Exactly. Good, Beatrice. So sometimes, you may not be even ready. It's not every book you're ready to sell. You want to grow, okay? So, okay, there's no time to even talk about this. So your purpose has different phases. So there's a phase where you are learning and you are growing. At that point where you're learning, you can write and give people. So that's how you're building your confidence. When you write, you give them, oh, nice, it was beautiful. You're building confidence, okay? Waiting for that particular one that you will write eventually. So let's say as part of your goal, you have planned that you will write a book when you are, say, 13. From 10, you can start trying your hand, okay? Whatever you write, you share it. Whatever you write, you share it. My daughter Ada has 5 books. Ada, how many books do you have? 4 or 5 books written on paper, like on A4 paper. She writes them, she puts a title, she folds them, and then she writes her stories there, and we keep it for her. Before Kamsi wrote his book, he had a lot of small books that he had written. Just tell your story, write it, and I read it, Daddy read it, we read it at home, and that's about it. But what are you doing? You're building your muscle, you're practicing, you're getting better. When the one that you want to publish comes, then you will know. Okay, so Ada just brought one of her books. Okay, so this is my Ada. So this is one of Ada's books. She wrote this probably when she was 4. I like to put a date on their books sometimes so that they remember, but there's no date on this one. I think so. Ada wrote this one. This one is called The Greedy Bear. So this is the Greedy Bear. So that's it. So she has, once upon a time, there was a little bear that was very greedy. He stole milk, cake, and Chapman. He was very greedy. He was a very greedy bear. Grow, grow, grow. She's writing a story. Okay, so that's you need to go. So basically, that's it. That's where it begins. So write those stories. See, it's how many pages she has here? 1, 2, you see. So just write this. You're not publishing yet, but hey, it's your book. So you see, cool. You see, she even did some illustrations inside. So that's it. It has about 10 of them. See, that's an illustration right there of the book. Okay, so that's it. You just keep doing and practicing and all of that. The day will come when you're ready to launch what you have. All right. I hope that was helpful. All right. So any other thing, Kamsi? Okay,
I don't see any more questions.
Awesome. Beatrice says someone bought her book. I like to read books and tell stories, and some books or stores on my TV to people. Exactly. Awesome. Awesome. What does it take? Okay, I saw that one. All right. So that's about it. That's about it. So thank you very much, Zuriel. I will just answer the question on the mastermind before you give us your last word. Okay, what does it take to join the mastermind? So the mastermind is a peer mentorship and accountability group where we help the children create their goals, and we help them work every day to achieve those goals. So we do this through accountability, where the children will have to report daily what is done. And so we also have tasks that we do, okay? And then we have tasks that we do. We pay attention to your skills, your academics, your kingdom life, self-management, home management, leisure reading, your leisure reading books, for fun, because we want to raise lifelong learners, your leadership skills and leadership skills, and then of course building social skills, cultural skills, and then spiritual skills, all of that. So we do this in the master. We rope all of this into the mastermind program, and we give you tools that will help you practice these things daily. At the end of the day, we have our 3 things that you must do every day, and you must report those 3 things and a tool. You must report that every day to the program. So we also encourage children to journal. So your report is you journaling as you should do, whether you're in the mastermind or not. So you write your journal daily. So we have 6-year-olds who journal every day. And what is this supposed to do? It's supposed to help you introspect. Think about yourself. Think about your day. What did I achieve? What was I able to do? What was I not able to do? And all of that. And so I, the matron, will respond to you every day. We would encourage you. We will support you. We will tell you, great job for today. You could do better tomorrow. And all of that and all of that. That's what goes on in the mastermind, of course. So we help you with your skills also, because your skills are very important. We help you with honing your skills, encourage you, and then give you ideas of what you can do with the skills that you have, okay, and much more. Okay, so we meet, every now and then. We also have coaches coming to train us, and then the partners actually anchor and run their meetings on their own. It's a lot that goes on in the mastermind. But to join the mastermind, it's a yearly subscription. So you pay in a year, and then you're a partner for the entire year. So to join the mastermind is 50,000 naira for the entire year. That is about 4,000 thereabouts every month. Okay, but we encourage you to pay in 2 or 3 installments maximum. Okay, in the course of the year, we have the date that we expect all payments to be in. Okay, so the next cohort of the mastermind is 1st of September 2023. Okay, we begin a new cohort. We start the new year in September. Okay, for you to join that cohort, you have to book your slots, because we have a total number that we will receive for next year. When we exceed that number, we will stop taking. So for you to get in and be sure that you are in, you register with 5,000 naira today or as soon as possible, so that you can get your slot. If the slots get complete by tomorrow, we will stop receiving anybody. If it completes in 1 month, we will stop receiving anybody. So that's why it's important to book your slots with just 5,000 naira. And then from now to September, you can actually pay little by little, until September, when we begin the cohorts for the year. All right, so that's about the mastermind basically. But it's such an amazing place to be. Okay, all of our speakers of the first day are all mastermind partners. So we have children from all around the world: Canada, the US, the UK, the UAE, Cameroon, Ghana. We have children from all around Nigeria, many states in Nigeria in the mastermind, and then they are building social networks also, finding themselves in the right space with the right kind of people, and then you're building friendship and social network right there in the mastermind. All right, so that's it about the mastermind. So Kamsi, can you take it away from here, you and Zuriel? Are we there? Is Kamsi there?
Yes, I am still reading, and I didn't see anything.
There's nothing else. I think our time is expiring. So So let Zuriel give us her last word and we can go.
All right, Zuriel, so you have any last word to give us before we close this meeting?
Okay, so remember, if you really want to write something, make sure to pen it down. No matter how small you think the thing is, pen it down. I remember, if you cannot say that my book, nobody wants to buy my book, because as long as you market yourself, people would want to buy the book. So yeah. Okay,
All
I
right,
posted.
Zuriel, thank you.
Okay, so the link to buy my book is in the chat room, if anybody wants to buy.
That, and it's in the chat room.
And it's 3,000.
And then I'm going to take it and share it in the group also. Okay. So Zuriel, is your book in hard copy also?
Okay, yes.
In hard copy. So when we buy on seller, does that mean hard copies or e-copies?
I see hard copy. Hard copy.
It's hard copy. All right then. So how about for people who are not in Nigeria?
We either give extra charges for transportation or soft copy.
Okay. So, but you don't have it on Amazon yet?
Not yet.
So thank you so much, Zuriel. Come see, I think we are ready to close this session.
Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you so much, Zuriel. It was amazing having you here. It was a very great session. So now, everyone, please turn on your videos and let's take a picture before we exit.
All right, our next session is by 12 o'clock. We're going to have a photo. Who is coming? We're going to have a young adult who will be telling us about his journey and how he has come thus far. That he's a young adult who is already taking care of himself, his bills, earning a lot of money, running a business. We're going to have entrepreneurs. The last 3 sessions are going to be entrepreneurs doing their thing, okay, and people who started quite young also. All right. Can we do cheese for a picture?
I've taken the picture.
All right. Kamsi, can you unmute us so that we can say bye-bye? Zuriel, I'm a fan. Well done.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.